Howdy folks, TJ here. I have a grab bag, almost like a bag of potato chips, of stuff that I've recently purchased that I want to share with you on use of these in upcoming future videos. I don't know when I'll make a video on this, but it's time that I start upping my game a little bit. Something that I've been wanting to explore more, practice more, and I'll take you along for the ride. Many people wouldn't do it. They would only practice, make themselves look good, and then make a video. Me, I'm the other way around. I just dive in, I do it for good or bad, and show you my progress, or not progress, along the way. So what am I talking about? I'm gonna show you some things in this bag that I've been meaning to start stocking up on, and one day, when the time is right, I'll explore these things. So let me take the first thing out of the bag. First thing out of the bag is 0.8 millimeter solder. solder. I know it's supposed to be, I think, solder. I like saying just solder. Hey, you solder. Solder, 0.8 millimeter. Now, I had asked some friends on one of the IRC groups I hang out with. It's a secret one, so I'm not going to tell you which one it is. But I had asked them because I've seen some other videos where I talk about my soldering skills. And I said, if you're building up a little stockpile of stuff, because the solder I have is from like 30 years ago, and it came with a little kit that I had from 30 years ago, and the solder iron's like a blowtorch thing. It wasn't really high quality. So if you've been watching my channel, you know that a year or two ago, I did purchase a nicer little soldering station, and then more recently, I got a the third hand type of kit that has magnifying glass and lights and a little magnetic base that you can hold things, because you need the help. I mean, even when you're young and your eyes are good and your hands are good, you still need that third hand once in a while. For me, my hands are starting to become like this. My eyes, I can't even see out of this right eye. I joke about it, but truthfully, right now, I can barely tell there's a camera on the tripod there. My left eye is a little better, but even with corrective vision, it's still, this eye is making up for this eye. It's not that great. So having magnifying, having proper lighting to magnify and look things, I've been wanting to get things in place because I want to practice soldering. Now, I'm not going to break open a really expensive computer like a Falcon or something and start hacking away. So I thought I would start with some things. So anyway, that's number one. I purchased this. I was told that you might want to have some 0.8 millimeter on hand. So I did that. Oh, the thunder and lightning. So you're going to hear the dogs barking. I got to get through this video. Okay, so what's the next one? 0.6 millimeter solder. Now, he had given me some brands of recommended. I didn't stick to those brands. I purchased some that had good reviews on the Amazon that were a little cheaper, because I'm a cheapo-ho. I can only buy so much, so I bought what I could, and these got good reviews. So anyway, now the solder, I think what was important, was this lead-free one that I purchased? I forget. But it was one that had the... Anyway, it was the stuff that had something in it already to make it a little easier to solder, I think. Anyway, I'm not going to go there. So that's that. So what's next? Okay, I purchased this, what's it called? It is called No Clean Solder Flux. Solder Flux. Never used it in my life. It comes in a little syringe, and I guess when you want to, if you have a board that's nasty, I've seen some other videos, nasty board, you're trying to clean off nasty board of old bad solder and stuff around the hole. You want to clean your hose before you get in there. You use this stuff when you're heating up that area, and it helps suck it up. It helps bring it up with the help of another component, which is the desoldering pump. I've never owned one. I've used one in high school. High school. Think about that. That's a long time ago. So any of the soldering I've done in the last 40 some odd years, when I was in high school in 80, I think I took electronics shop in 1983. So how long ago is that? 93, 2003, 40 2 years ago or whatever. I used a soldering pump then, but I've never owned one. So what did I do? There was this particular brand that was recommended. I didn't buy that brand. But there were some knockoffs that got good reviews saying, you know, for the price, this one works pretty well. Oh, I've got it. The dogs are barking. I got to go faster. It's thunder and lightning outside, so I've got to get them in. So a desoldering pump to help with that flux capacitor with the solder. And what else do I have? One final thing. I purchased a do-it-yourself calculator kit. I'll show a close-up of this later because I got to go out and get my dogs in. It's about the downpour. This is a calculator that actually also calculates resistors. So if you get a resistor that has the bands that tells you what it is, I can look at this calculator if I get it to work. There is one component that's really small, that's micro small, the opposite of a Godzilla and King Kong. It's really small, like component or a board level, what do you call it, SMD? I don't know the letters, but it's really small. And I'm going to use the magnifying glass, the lighting. Anyway, one of those components on here, I don't know if I'll get there. But if I can make this calculator work, I'm going to work on, I think it was 20 bucks, 15 bucks, a calculator that you put together and you solder a few components that you get with it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this on video at some point. That's it. I got to go get the dogs. Thanks for watching the video. Bye. You hear them barking? It's thunder and lightning outside.